Yo, what's good everyone? Your boy Deke back again with another video. You know we got to continue with the 2021 Steeler player prediction series. And for this one, we're doing running back Najee Harris. So we'll go back, look at his college career real quick. The accolades are obviously off the charts. Two-time college football national champion in 2017-2020, SEC championship game MVP in 2020, Doak Walker Award. Best college football running back, that was in 2020. Unanimous All-American in 2020. First team All-SEC, second team All-SEC in 2020 and in 2019 respectively. So yes, the accolades are crazy. I don't have to go over the stats. They speak for themselves.
Hello.
He was the number 2 overall player coming out of the 2017 recruiting class, just behind Jalen Phillips. His freshman year didn't get too much playing time. Duh, it's Alabama. They're completely loaded. But his sophomore year got a lot more playing time and was part of a three-headed monster, which included him, Damian Harris, and Josh Jacobs. Then his senior year completely took over. We know what happened there. So then how did he end up on the Steelers? Well, he got drafted. That's pretty obvious. But the reason we drafted him is because we endured over these past few seasons a not so optimal running attack. We were finishing in the bottom half of the league in rushing productivity, and then it was capped off with last season, where it was the worst rushing season for a team over the past, I think it was 50, 60 years. I'm not taking any time to try to look up that stat. These past few years consisted of James Conner, Jalen Samuels, Benny Snell, and kind of this running back by committee approach. Due to injuries from James Conner, we also had some fumble concerns with Benny Snell, and then draft picks like Anthony McFarland not hitting it off right away in their rookie season. So with Najee Harris, we have a bona fide number 1 running back. The Steelers' pick of Najee Harris was somewhat controversial at the time. You had fans probably split 50-50 on whether we should have taken an offensive lineman versus a running back, and then also which running back between Najee Harris, Travis Etienne, and Javonte Williams. But I think the controversy has died down, if not squashed completely, based off these offseason reports about Najee Harris and what coaches and players are saying about him. I think everyone is good with this pick and are pumped to see Najee Harris in 2021. And now that that's out of the way, let's get into Najee Harris's highs and lows for both the 2020 season and for his career. Now for the high, you could do this for either 2020 season or career moment. You could go back and forth with multiple things, but I'm going to go with the one that's pretty obvious, and I think that we're all thinking right off the bat, and that is the hurdle versus Notre Dame.
National championship game in 11 days. Hurdling is Harris, and now running down the sideline.
And then the 2020 low, it's nothing of his fault, but not being selected as a Heisman finalist, especially when you had 27 total touchdowns in a single season, that's got to make you feeling sad a little bit. That might be a little bit of a low point. I don't know why he didn't get selected as a finalist, especially when he had those 27 touchdowns. You'd think that would do it. You just think so. But I had no say in it, so don't blame me.
It wasn't me.
And then for best career moment, you could go back to 2020 for this one too. Either him winning the SEC championship game MVP or scoring 3 touchdowns in the national championship game. And then for low career moment, this one was tough. 300 yards in his freshman year. He had 1 career fumble at Alabama. Or could we point to that he's only helped the state of California's homeless and has forgotten about the other 49 states across this nation? Like, come on, man. Other people need help too.
Come on, man.
And finally, we got to look at Najee Harris's ceiling and floor for the 2021 season. We're going to use some over-unders as an initial gauge and then give our professional analysis at the end. So right now they have Najee Harris's regular season rushing yard over-under at 990.5. Listen, I'm not the biggest betting person of all time, but with no one else in the backfield, Najee Harris is going to be getting the majority of these carries, and the NFL adding a game. This looks like a slam dunk for the over.
And Johnson, he throws it down.
For the rushing touchdown over-under, they got it at 7.5, and I do think this one is an over as well. Using those over-unders as a gauge at 990 rushing yards and 7.5 touchdowns, I see that more closer to Najee's floor. The numbers I have written down are about 800 rushing yards and 6 to 7 touchdowns. So that is in his floor, which makes those bets pretty much a slam dunk in my opinion, because I don't see him hitting his floor. If we're talking just average, if he does the in-between ceiling and floor, I got him at about 1,600 all-purpose yards. So that's like 1,100, 1,200 yards rushing, 400 yards receiving, at least 8 to 9 touchdowns, low double digits. Now, some of those touchdowns could come in the receiving game, but I see him at least getting 8 or 9 rushing touchdowns. but then you add the receiving, he's going to be in that low double digits. That is in between the ceiling and floor. That is the average, in my opinion. The ceiling, I could see Najee Harris having an historic rookie season. Now, what are the numbers like? I don't know, but I'd compare it to like Zeke Elliott's rookie season, Clinton Portis' rookie season, Adrian Peterson, Eric Dickerson, whoever it is. Whenever you look back on the top 10 to 20 rookie seasons of all time, I think that is Najee Harris' ceiling. So if I'm going to go on record and talk about which one's most likely to happen, which one do I think is going to happen, I'm leaning 2021 ceiling, because I think Najee's going to have a top 10 to 20 rookie rushing season of all time. He's going to go down in the history books. What the stats are exactly, I don't know, but I'm thinking in the 1,800 to 1,900, maybe 2,000 all-purpose yards, especially when you add that 17th game. We're going to be relying on Najee Harris heavily this season. We tried to revamp the offensive line to go in that direction. So that's what I'm thinking. Barring any injuries, if Najee can play all 17 of those games, he's going to be closest to his ceiling as opposed to the average or the floor. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments. Which player would you like to see next for the 2021 season preview series? That is about it. Hope you guys enjoyed. Stay chilling. Peace.